my name's Mrs Sacre and I am one of the class teachers in Blackbirds class alongside Mrs Barry. We wanted to make you some videos to say hello and to introduce ourselves, as we're really sad we can't get to meet you before the end of the summer term. But we're really looking forward to seeing you in September, when we can all start our new class together and start doing lots of fun learning and playing together. Now, one of the things I really love doing is reading, and I love stories. And one of my favourite stories is Lost and Found by Oliver Jeffers. And I thought that today I would read you that story. Once there was a boy, and one day he found a penguin at his door. You see? The boy didn't know where it had come from, but it began to follow him everywhere. The penguin looked sad, and the boy thought, I think this penguin is lost. So the boy decided to help the penguin find his way home. He checked in the Lost and Found office, but no one was missing a penguin. He asked some birds if they knew where the penguin came from, but they just ignored him. Some birds are like that. The boy asked his duck, but the duck just floated away because he didn't know. That night, the boy couldn't sleep for disappointment. He wanted to help the penguin, but he didn't know how. The next morning, the boy discovered that penguins come from the South Pole. How could he get there? He ran down to the harbour and asked a big ship to take them to the South Pole. But his voice was much too small to be heard over the ship's horn. So together, he and the penguin would row all the way to the South Pole. The boy took his rowboat out of the cupboard and they tested it for size and strength. They packed everything they would need for the journey, and together they pushed the rowboat out to sea. They rowed south for many days and nights, with the boy telling stories all of the way. The penguin listened to everything the boy had to say. They floated through good weather and bad weather, when the waves were as big as mountains. Then they came to the South Pole. The boy was delighted, but the penguin said nothing. Suddenly it looked sad again as the boy helped it out of the boat. The boy said goodbye, floated away. But as he looked back, the penguin looked sadder than ever. It felt strange to be on his own, and the more he thought, the more he realised he was making a big mistake. The penguin wasn't lost. He was just lonely. Quickly, he turned the boat around and headed back to the South Pole as fast as he could. At last he reached the pole again. But where was the penguin? The boy searched and searched, but he was nowhere to be found. Sadly, the boy set off for home. There was no point telling stories because there was no one to listen except the wind and the waves. But then the boy saw something in the water just ahead of him. Closer and closer he got until he could see the penguin. And so the boy and his friend went home together, talking of wonderful things all the way. Well, I hope you like that story as much as I do, and I look forward to being able to read this book to you and lots of other stories when we can all start school together in September. We're really excited to welcome you all into school, and we can't wait to meet you all. So I'm going to say goodbye for now, and we look forward to seeing you in September. Bye bye.